Hello and welcome to the national debate. I'm Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. After much anticipation and fanfare, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra filed her nomination papers from Wayanad earlier this week, making her electoral debut official. The Congress made it a point to get the optics right for the all-important event, with the top brass flying down all the way to stand in solidarity with a younger Gandhi sibling. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge and K.C. Venugopal were amongst the leaders present there. However, even her nomination process witnessed a controversy as the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge was spotted outside the room when the nomination was filed, leading the BJP to claim that the Congress is insulting a Dalit leader. However, the Congress President was let in just a few minutes later as Priyanka's husband and son exited. And as Priyanka Gandhi Vadra finally takes the electoral plunge, all eyes will now be on what role does she play in Kerala and nationally as Rahul Gandhi attempts to rebuild the party further following the debacle in Haryana recently. Congress as well as its allies are banking on the Gandhi sibling to revive the fortunes of not just the grand old party but also its allies in Kerala and nationwide. And joining us for more on this, we have our guest Shahzad Poonawala as National Spokesperson of the BJP. Shantanu Gupta, author, is joining us. We also have A.K. Bajpai, National Chief Spokesperson of the LJPR. We have Pankaj Vora, Senior Journalist, joining us. Tehseen Poonawala, Political Analyst, is with us. Ramesh Sabharwal is Leader of the Congress Party. Akhilesh Khatia, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, are joining us here in the studio. But what really is the immediate controversy at hand? Let's take a very quick look at what really has transpired during the process of nomination. What really is it that we're looking at? Priyanka Gandhi went to file her nomination. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Robert Vadra and the son also joined her inside the collector's office. The doors were shut on the Congress President is the allegation of the BJP. Kharge and K.C. Venugopal arrived later. They were denied entry into the collector's office is of course the claim. At least there's a visual there you can see of Kharge peeping from outside inside the collector's office. The collector says that only 5 people are allowed inside at a time and that's protocol. Later on, Mr. Kharge was allowed in on Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi's request. Robert Vadra and the son have executed at that point of time, and Kharge and K.C. Venugopal are also seen inside the process when in fact the nomination process is being filed. Let me take this across to our guest now. Shahzad, is this a needless controversy? The Congress says this is just a matter of procedure. By linking it to the insult of the Dalit President of the Congress, you're doing a disservice.
Madhav, pratyaksham kim pramanam. When there is the pratyaksh proof in front of you that it was family first affair, that only members of the family were given the list that they could enter the nomination function of Priyanka Vadra ji, and then as per a evolved revolving list, Kharge ji was then allowed to come in when they realized, oh, we also have a party president. So then he was, and this is not the only time darwaje ke bahar khada kiya hai. Pankaj Vora ji is there. You ask him what they did to Sitaram Kesi. उनकी तो धोती फाड़ दी थी. कुमारी सेलजा को टिकट के बाहर और चुनाव के बाहर खड़ा कर दिया था. And just today, as we are recording this show, Nana Patole has declared in Maharashtra that we will end the reservation, and Rahul Gandhi has said absolutely right. Congress has anti-Dalit Virodhi and Dalit Virodhi DNA right from the start. They defeated Ambedkar twice. They did not want Ambedkar to ever come up properly, and therefore Ambedkar ji was given so many atrocities they did not even give him. The Bharat Ratna on time. You remember in 1961, Nehru ji wrote that I want to end reservation to state chief ministers. Then you remember in 80s to 90s, Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi opposed Mandal. Rajiv Gandhi said Arakshan Buddho ko milta hai. And between 2004 to 14, they ended Jamia reservation, AMU reservation, and they gave all the OBC reservation they wanted to give to Muslims. They did it in Karnataka also. So Congress is essentially a Dalit Virodhi party, and that is the picture. That is a telling picture of family first, and Dalits are considered ashubh by the Congress. I think that is why I have been told from sources that they said that he should not enter when the process is happening of nomination because they have this mindset of ashubh.
Tehseen, respond to that. It's family first, and symbolically also, why should the party president, whether Dalit or not, be the second to arrive inside? That's the parivar mindset that the BJP is highlighting.
मुहावरा in Hindi, आंखों में धूल झोंकना. इनके दिमाग के अंदर गंदगी की धूल जमी हुई है. Let me explain this to you. एक होता है अपनी खिचड़ी अलग से पकाना. ये कोई बात नहीं, खिचड़ी पकाकर दूसरों को जबरदस्ती खिला रहे. Look, the collector, 5 people were allowed inside. Kharge ji was behind. Obviously, the family will go. When this rule was immediately told that only 5 allowed, when Mrs. Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi pointed out where's Kharge ji and they say he's outside, immediately the husband and the son go out, Robert ji and Rehan, immediately walked out. What can be bigger proof of that? You removed some visual where Kharge ji was behind, immediately came out. You not remove the visual and Mrs. Gandhi got up, received him. She was sitting behind. Kharge ji actually gave the nomination papers with Priyanka ji. But okay, let's even accept this visual. Show the visuals of Amit Shah ji pulling Nadda ji and throwing him on the side. while he was walking, pushing her aside on the side while he was walking with Modi ji to wave hands? Why would you not talk about that? Look, let's not get down to this. The fact is Srimati Priyanka Gandhi Vadra ji is winning Wayanad. They're going to lose their deposit and they have nothing to hold on to because they're losing Maharashtra. They're making an issue out of nothing. If at all, you should praise that immediately Robert ji and Rian, spotting Kharge ji out, walked away. Now the collector has a rule that only 5 people are allowed inside. Kharge ji is supposed to give the nomination paper. Should you actually applaud that?
Respond.
Let me just, first of all, this video of Nadda ji and Amit ji is always misquoted because I work in that office. There is a parapet there. Amit Shah ji actually saved the life of Nadda ji from getting injured by holding his hand. And that is this is the fake factory of Congress party under instructions of Supriya Srinath. He's lying so blatantly. You show the video fully. Secondly, I'll also, why should I show you? Are making that. Now wait. So Mr. Amit Shah has actually saved Nadda ji. But anyways, let me come to the larger point. Today, Nana.
One second, sorry. I accept Amit Shah ji saved Nadda ji. Why can't he accept Mrs. Gandhi got Kharge?
One second. Now I'm coming to that. No, I'm coming.
You will not accept.
Tehseen, don't interrupt. I'm coming to that. Tehseen, first tell us which were the 5 names that were given for entering inside the collector office. That means you don't consider. One second, don't interrupt. Congress president is not even important enough that they first only gave the names. They gave name of Rehan. The future president of Congress is coming, but current president is nowhere. Secondly, Nana Patole said reservation should end. Rahul Gandhi is right. Speak on that.
Okay. First of all, no names were given. You don't give names to collector. The only names given were who will give the nomination papers along with Priyanka ji. There were 3 sets of paper. Allow me to finish. This is important. 3 sets. The first name was Kharge ji's first name, the Congress president. Now, because the collector's rule is only 5 people allowed, because Robert ji and Rehan were inside, they walked out. There is no issue out here. I accept Amit Shah ji saved Nadda ji's life. Why can't he accept mine? Because the visuals are there.
Let's get another panelist as well. Mr. Pankaj Vora is here. Mr. Vora, you've seen, of course, the Congress party over the years. What's happening over here? Why this is very important is that perhaps it's a rare event where Gandhi family members taking the political plunge. At a point like this, we're seeing all sorts of politics happen. There's, of course, a controversy over Rahul saying that there are 2 MPs, one official, one unofficial. There have been controversies surrounding, of course, the affidavit, etc. But in terms of the importance of it, do you think that can be gauged by the kind of politics that we are seeing around us?
Well, I think the politics around it is uncalled for. Number one, it was a big movement for the Gandhi family and they all wanted the entire family to be there because Priyanka was making her electoral debut for the first time. However, I think that Mr. Kharge should have definitely been inside. Being the Congress president, there should have been no scope for, for the BJP to interpret it as something, sort of an insult to the Dalits, and he should have been inside. It would have saved, this controversy. And having said that, there is a certain protocol when the Congress president is there and a Congress candidate is filing the nomination, he gets top, priority on matters. And in this case, it was a delayed response, and Sonia Gandhi did, get up to receive Mr. Kharge. She showed all the respect. But this controversy has arisen and it is for the Congress party to now deal with it.
Okay, it's just poor management, Shantanu. Are you making a big deal of what is essentially poor management? Every party president obviously deserves respect. There's no 2 ways about it. But it's also a big moment for the family. So perhaps it's just poorly managed in terms of the optics of it.
I think, Madhav, how I understand it, I'm sure Congress understand the rule that only 5 people enter. It's not a new surprise for them. I'm sure they're in government for a long time. They understand this, right? So, in fact, the first entry, Kharge ji and Priyanka should have walked together inside the house, inside the office. Then husband is going, son is going. Okay, they're fine. There's an emotional moment for them, but they need not be in that room while sitting there. And Kharge ji peeping there, it's not even a bag optics. That's the way Congress works. And we have seen how non-Gandhi presidents, non-Gandhi prime ministers are treated. Have you seen any name around Narasimha Rao? There is a random bridge in Hyderabad. That's the only thing around Narasimha Rao. So for them, anything apart from Gandhis will be treated like this. And Congress people understand this. Congress people understand. Kharge ji also understand this.
After 50 years, the first Dalit president of the Congress party, he is treated badly. The past track record, in fact, other panelists have also referred to in terms of treatment of Dalits, and that is reflected in the mindset. That is the charge coming from the BJP.
In my party, it has never happened. I'm shocked. Rahul Gandhi is fighting for Dalits. He's fighting for the constitution. He's fighting for the reservations.
This is the way he's fighting for Dalits.
Listen, this is the problem. Their mindset is that. They have no idea. They have no agenda. The Dalit, we had made the Congress president. Rahul ji every day goes to Kharge ji's house for meetings. Whenever there is a meeting in the Congress party at Kharge's house, every time Sonia ji is going, every time Rahul ji is going. We know how to respect our elders. We know how to respect our elders. We know how to respect Dalits. The Congress party is the only party in the whole country which fights for the Dalits, which look after the poor people of this country. BJP is totally anti-Dalit, and they only do drama tactics, that's all. They have nothing, no agenda. Priyanka ji is fighting the election of Wayanad. That was a great moment for Rajiv ji's family, you know, because Rajiv ji died. He was brutally murdered. These people doesn't know what is the value of the sacrifice. That is a problem with these people. Their mindset is that they doesn't know. Have they lost even a single leader in the whole country? Brutally murdered. Indira was brutally murdered. It is not normal murdered. That is their mindset. They are so afraid. They are so afraid of Rahul ji.
They are afraid of Rahul ji. Let's quickly take a look at this context now. Let me get into the second aspect of this, and this is as far as the particular context of Wayanad itself is concerned. While we're discussing as far as the row of the entry, this is the political battle. One of the contenders against Priyanka Gandhi is, of course, Navya Haridas. The comparison of the two is, of course, Priyanka Gandhi, while she has not contested any election before, has perhaps guided the party in states such as Uttar Pradesh, whereas Navya Haridas is a two-time councillor from Kozhikode. Let's also look at the other comparison. Has not held any public office in life. She has contested the 2021 assembly polls. That's as far as experience is concerned. She was made General Secretary UP East in 2019. She has increased BJP's vote share from 16.56% to 20.89% in the past elections. That's as far as the comparison between these two candidates is concerned. Let's bring in the next set of graphics as well. Now, is Wayanad considered a safe seat? The BJP has repeatedly referred to the huge percentage of Muslim voters in this constituency. 40% Muslim voters, 40% Hindu voters, and 20% Christian voters. And this has led time and again the charge coming up that this is essentially a safe seat for the Congress party. The caste-wise breakup: scheduled castes at 7%, scheduled tribes at 9.3%. The takeaway is that nearly 60% of minority population exists in Wayanad. Why it matters is that Congress has consolidated minority votes in the past Lok Sabha elections as well. And with the consolidation, the UDF has bagged 18 of the 20 seats in Kerala. So that's as far as the caste breakup is concerned. Let's get into that aspect. And let me bring in Mr. Akhilesh Bajpai. Mr. Bajpai, do you think that this is a safe seat? Rahul Gandhi was contesting in Amethi. He goes to Wayanad, contests 2 elections, again wins in Raebareli and Wayanad, gives up Wayanad. Priyanka is now going there. Are you making this allegation that it's essentially a safe seat and that's why they keep contesting from Wayanad?
It's very visible from the visuals which are there that it is the appeasement policy. Virtue of the appeasement policy, they are depending on the Muslim votes only. That's why they are thinking it's a protected seat. But the point is, whether the Priyanka is likely to succeed or she is going to be lost the seat, that depends. 23rd November we will come to know about it. But what does it make any difference? The Priyanka was introduced 19 years back. She was the General Secretary in charge of the Uttar Pradesh. She was in Haryana also. And we were talking about anti-Sikhs, anti-Dalits. They have proven on record they are anti-Sikhs, they are anti-Dalits, even anti-Muslims also. This conduct is clearly showing that Kharge is not allowed inside. You have rightly pointed out that after some time they said, you please call the president also. They realized that fact. It is very much clear. So Garibi Hatao Nara was given when? 75. What happened to that? They believe in dividing and rule policy. And as far as the sacrifice is concerned, everybody is appreciating for that. But that has nothing to do with the conduct and with the policy of anti-Dalits. That is the more important part.
ओके अखिलेश कटियार, एंटी दलित मानसिकता झलकती है, ये सवाल उठ रहा है बार बार. ये भी कह रहे हैं कि प्रियंका ने पॉलिटिकली क्या किया है. जनरल सेक्रेटरी बनी थी उत्तर प्रदेश में और आप भी जानते हैं कि उस समय क्या परफॉर्मेंस रही है.
नहीं, अभी जो बातचीत चल रही थी, शहजाद जी बोल रहे थे, उत्तर प्रदेश में एक शब्द बड़ा चर्चित हुआ था माधव साहब, स्टूल वाले मंत्री. याद है कि नहीं? ये तो कमरे के अंदर है साहब, वो तो मंच पे स्टूल पे बिठाते थे. तब पिछड़ों का अपमान नहीं लगता था आपको? मतलब आप करो तो सब चलेगा, किसी और ने कर दिया तो आप नुमाइश करेंगे. केशव प्रसाद मौर्य क्योंकि पिछड़ी जाति के हैं, तो दोनों तरफ मंत्री और चीफ मिनिस्टर और डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर कुर्सी पे बिठाते आप, उनके लिए स्टूल लगा देते हैं. वो क्या है साहब? वो कौन सी मानसिकता है? दूसरी बात, जब मंच पे खड़े होते हैं तो भाजपा के बड़े नेता क्यों सब खड़े होकर फोटो खिंचाना है तो केशव प्रसाद मौर्य का हाथ झटक के छोड़ देते, दूर खड़े हो. तो ये क्या सम्मान है माधव साहब? मतलब इसको पाखंड कहते हैं. आप दलित पिछड़ों की बात करते हो। लेटरल एंट्री के माध्यम से दलित पिछड़ों का हक किसने लूटा? कौन है शासन में? उत्तर प्रदेश में शिक्षक भर्ती में जो लोग लाठियां आप बरसा रहे हैं, ये रिजर्वेशन का आप बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं, न्याय कर रहे हैं, सामाजिक न्याय जमीन पर उतार रहे हैं। ये सब बात जो है अब भाजपा के लोगों के मुंह से सामाजिक न्याय, सम्मान, दलित का न्याय, पिछड़ों का है, किसानों का, ये बात शोभा नहीं देती माधव।
लेकिन अगर ये पूरी मेंटालिटी अगर आपको हटानी थी तो एक चैलेंजिंग सीट में लड़ती प्रियंका गांधी, सेफ सीट से क्यों लड़ रही है? ये सवाल उठ रहा है।
माधव साहब, माधव साहब, ये कांग्रेस के संगठन का फैसला है और कांग्रेस अपने किस प्रत्याशी को कहां से लड़ाएगी, कम से कम इस बात पे तो हम आप नहीं बात कर सकते। ये कांग्रेस के पार्टी का अपने अंदर का मामला है।
ओके,
ये हमारा
why are you raising what is essentially a matter of decision of the Congress party? Why are you raising it? Is the question coming from Mr. Kharge?
सबसे पहले तो जिनकी संस्कृति वो वाली रही हो कि अब्बा जान के हाथ से माइक छीन ले, वो स्टूल की बात ना करे, चच्चा को कहाँ बिठाया था हम सबको पता है। मैंने किसी का नाम नहीं लिया तो अन्यथा रिएक्शन ना दे, वरना प्रूव हो जाएगा कि आपने अपने अब्बू जान के हाथ से माइक छीना था। दूसरी बात, आरक्षण की बात, दलित की बात कौन कर रहा है? दोज हु अपोज द रिजर्वेशन इन प्रमोशन, दिस इज समाजवादी पार्टी ऑफिशियल स्टैंड. Samajwadi Party opposes UPA government's plan to enable SC/ST promotion quota. Today he must tell us that whether he was Mulayam Singh ji and Akhilesh ji were right or they were wrong. Thirdly, I just want to ask one question, that they are saying so much things. First, ask Mr. Akhilesh ji and Mr. Tehseen ji and Mr. Romesh Sabarwal ji in Wayanad, sir, because you are from Kerala also, who is actual India Alliance? Is Mr. Mokeri India Alliance or is Priyanka Vadra? Because I am searching that who is real India Alliance with the binoculars and I am not able to see who is the real Indi. First please ask Samajwadi Party, is the left candidate Indi or is Priyanka Vadra Indi? अच्छा लेफ्ट का बोले तो बोले क्या, 9 सीट डिक्लेयर कर दी, अपना सिंबल चला रहे हैं, कांग्रेस को पूछा तक नहीं. Here they will come and do मस्का पॉलिश ऑफ कांग्रेस एंड वहां एक सीट नहीं देंगे. दिस इज कॉल्ड पॉलिटिकल जेब कतरा बनना. आप स्माइल कीजिए अखिलेश जी, पॉलिटिकल जेब कतरा हो तो आपकी तरफ, दोनों का वहां से जेब काट रहे हो और फिर मुस्कुरा मुस्कुरा के बोल रहे हैं इनको सीट तो नहीं मिलेगा. हाँ, मैं समर्थन देता रहूंगा. तीसरी बात, आखिरी बात, सर रोमेश जी मैं रोमेश जी की बात का जवाब दे दूं. रोमेश जी, इंदिरा जी की हत्या नहीं, उनको टेररिस्ट एक्ट में मारा. एंड व्हेन दैट निज्जर फेलो वाज सपोर्टिंग द किलिंग ऑफ इंदिरा जी, वी हैव टेकन अ स्टैंड अगेंस्ट निज्जर. वी हैव परस्यूड इट, बट यू हैव गॉन एंड स्टैंड विद जस्टिन ट्रूडो हु वाज सपोर्टिंग निज्जर. सो देयरफॉर डोंट एक्सप्लेन टू अस. वी ऑलवेज पुट नेशन फर्स्ट. एंड रोमेश जी प्लीज टेल मी, आरक्षण खत्म होना चाहिए. दिस इज द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ राहुल गांधी एंड नाना पटोले. यू आर फॉर इट और अगेंस्ट इट?
आरक्षण राहुल जी ने तो कभी कहा ही नहीं खत्म होना चाहिए.
अभी नाना
अमेरिका में बोल के आए.
When he said,
अमेरिका में
कहा है उन्होंने, वो तो कह रहे हैं कि आरक्षण होना चाहिए जिसकी जितनी कास्ट का है. आप लोग उनकी हर बात के लिए उल्टा बोलते आते हो. बोलते रहो. भारत की जनता, पीपल ऑफ इंडिया नोज व्हाट राहुल गांधी,
सर मैं प्रूफ दे दूं.
व्हाट पीपल ऑफ इंडिया नोज व्हाट इज ट्रुथ.
सर मैं प्रूफ दे दूं.
दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी हो तो रहा है. आप लोग एक्सपोज हो तो रहे हो. आप लोग एक्सपोज हो तो रहे हो. 400 से 240 पे आ गए हो. अभी भी शर्म नहीं आ रही आप लोगों को.
Okay, whose audio is that?
राहुल गांधी ने क्या
नाना
बोला?
पटोले.
अब अगर आपके पास अभी वीडियो होगा तो दिखाइए क्या बोला वहां पे जाके कि हमारे
It's not
देश
my
में
party
जब हम
stand.
सब बराबरी के होंगे तो हम लोग
He is my Maharashtra president. He is not my Congress president.
इसमें गलत क्या है?
He is saying राहुल गांधी ने बोला आरक्षण खत्म करेंगे जब सही समय होगा. इसमें गलत क्या है?
He's a senior functionary of your party.
He's Nana
a senior
Patole's
functionary of your
state
party.
president.
Party
And, you know,
president.
I think there is a fair question. One second. There's a fair question. It's very good to be passionate about what has happened, about the sacrifice, and it's of course two former prime ministers losing their lives at the hands of terrorist acts and on issues that were burning issues at that point of time is a point that we take. But then the point that he's making is that when your own leaders like Mr. Channi come out and make these statements in support of the people and in support of the position of Canada, that raises a serious question, isn't it, Mr. Sabarwal?
Madhav, who is my party president? My state president.
He's outside the door.
Listen. Who is my party president?
See the party president. See the party president.
Who is my party
outside the
president?
door?
You make Tehseen your
Who is my who are my leaders?
better for you.
इनकी मानसिकता है. क्योंकि इनके घर में सिखाया, इनको यही चाहता है.
Visual
ये पार्टी में ही सिखाया जाता
सही
है.
सीखा
हम बड़ों की रिस्पेक्ट करना हमें आता है. सोनिया जी इज एंटी दलित.
Okay.
इस राहुल जी एंटी. वी आर फाइटिंग फॉर दैट. हमारी तो जनरेशंस लड़ रही हैं इस कंट्री के अंदर, दलितों के लिए, हरिजनों के लिए, आप शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब्स के लिए, ओबीसी के लिए. राहुल जी सड़कों में न्याय यात्रा कर चुके हैं.
Let me come back to the point of discussion.
That fight is only in news studios. Otherwise, in life, that's the thing.
Okay. Let me bring back.
Ask Kharge ji. That fight is only.
Let me bring this back. Let me bring this back, Mr. Vora. One second. Let me bring this back to Mr. Vora. The charge that is coming repeatedly from BJP, it's been there the last 5 years, is that the Congress leaders are fighting from a quote-unquote safe seat because of the high minority population. At the end of the day, you know, when there is a 40% Muslim vote and a Christian, huge 20% Christian vote, are these charges well founded in the facts that are there before us?
Well, I will let this be understood very clearly, as has been stated by earlier also, that, you know, it is a prerogative of any political party to field whoever they wish to from whichever seat they want to. So if Priyanka Vadra has been selected by the Congress party to contest from Wayanad, it is purely a party matter and it is their decision. It is another thing that, you know, if you start breaking up, every constituency has some sort of a breakup or not. We can also ask a question, why did Mr. Modi not contest from Gujarat but from Varanasi? Why did Mr. Vajpayee contest from Balrampur, from New Delhi, from Lucknow, from Vidisha to Gandhinagar to Gwalior to, you know, so many places? Why did he do that? It is the prerogative of any political party to choose whatever seat is most appropriate. In this instance, this Wayanad was selected and chosen because, you know, it was represented by Rahul Gandhi, and it was a seat which, you know, had become very emotionally close with the Gandhi family, and they wanted to empathize or, you know, relate to the people of the constituency that we are not deserting you, we will work for you. On another note, I like to say that, you know, I mean, I'm not a critic of any political party as such, but I would like to know how many BJP leaders in the past as well as in the present have been able to contest from a seat in South India. You know, Indira Gandhi contested and won Chikmagalur, she won Medak. Sonia Gandhi won from Bellary. You know, Rahul Gandhi won from Wayanad.
Sushma Swaraj did contest.
So I would like to know. And secondly, on the Dalit issue, you know, I'll also like to know how many chief ministers has the BJP made, you know, all over India who are Dalits. Congress had, you know, Bhola Paswan, it had Sanjeev Aiya, it had, you know, Sushil Kumar Shinde, it had Jagannath Pahadia, it had, you know, Charanjit Channi, you know, so, I mean, this narrative is, it's fine, I mean, but if one has to go, one should go by the facts as they exist. Yeah.
Okay. Respond to that. How many Dalit chief ministers have you given and how many of your leaders have contested in the South?
My senior colleague is here, he will correct. Bhola Paswan ji was not from Congress party, he was from Janta. Anyways, that aside, the larger point, let me respond. Sir knows better than rest that whether it is making the first Adivasi female the President of India, whether it is Manji ji, whether it is giving the right space to Vishnu Sai ji, whether it is making Mr. Mohan Yadav ji Chief Minister in Madhya Pradesh, and not today when Rahul Gandhi has woken up to a new chit. Modi ji himself, Mr. Kalyan Singh ji, Ms. Uma Bharti ji, Babulal Gaur ji, Shivraj Chauhan ji, BJP has been a party of the Ati Pichadas and Pichadas. It is maximum number of CMs we have made from this community. First PM who is OBC and completed tenure after Deve Gowda ji, who became first OBC PM, is Pradhan Mantri Modi. And I am asking simple question. They said in Telangana they'll make Dalit CM. Who did they make? They made Mr. Revant Reddy, who was abusing the Kurmi Jati. Third last point I want to say is that, look, I'll show you one difference, pictorial difference. While you can see Mr. Kharge ji is knocking on the door saying, Andar aane do, main darwaja khatkar aa raha hu. This is Prime Minister Modi's nomination. He had taken person from SC community to the nomination, and look how much respect he has given. This is the respect. But I think Romesh ji, आप चिल्लाना मत कीजिए.
No personal comments.
Romesh ji, I can understand. No,
come back.
Romesh ji से मुझे बुरा नहीं लग रहा. उनको समाजवादी पार्टी ने ऐसा धोखा दिया है, वो अब मुझ पे ही निकालेंगे. सर वो मुझ पे ही निकालेंगे. अब क्या करेंगे? बेचारे बोल भी नहीं सकते. I understand your pain, Romesh ji. आपका दर्द समझ रहा हूँ.
Okay.
आपने कैसा
अखिलेश मैं 2 बार बोल चुके हैं शहजाद साहब उत्तर प्रदेश को लेके, उत्तर प्रदेश के हालात को लेके, उत्तर प्रदेश के चुनाव को लेके. शहजाद साहब एक बार बोलिए, जहां राम राज आया है माधव साहब, वहां पे एडीएम का मर्डर हुआ है, लहू लुहान बॉडी मिली है कल. डीएम एडीएम सुरक्षित नहीं है इनके राज्य में. एक महिला कांस्टेबल उसके साथ रेप हुआ है रक्षाबंधन के दिन. आपके राज्य में, राम राज्य में, डीएम एडीएम नहीं सुरक्षित, पुलिस सुरक्षित नहीं है और जंगल राज नहीं है. इनकी हमने सीट कितनी ली है, कितनी हमने छोड़ी है, वो हमारे आपस का मामला है. और कांग्रेस के साथ हमारे रिश्ते बहुत अच्छे हैं माधव साहब.
छोड़ी ही नहीं है सर, प्रॉब्लम है कि छोड़ी ही
नहीं. हमारा रिश्ता कांग्रेस के साथ है. हमारा कांग्रेस का ये एक मिला जुला एजेंडा है कि बीजेपी को किस तरीके से हराएं.
रक्षाबंधन की नहीं है,
पहले तो छोड़ दो फिर नमक डालो. कितनी
अयोध्या के अंदर माधव साहब और एडीएम का मर्डर मतलब उस पे कोई बहस नहीं.
Okay.
डीएम एडीएम सुरक्षित नहीं है साहब, अपने घरों में डेड बॉडी में.
Okay, Shantanu, quick response, and then I go across to the next set of graphics. Coming to you as well. Yeah.
See, by declaring the seats of bipolar, I think India alliance is officially over. Wayanad में CPI की लड़ रही है और यहाँ पे तो भगा दिया. जैसे कि आपके टिकट पे तो जीत ही नहीं सकते. We can't give it ticket on your seat, and then he will escape. Everyone knows from last 7 years what is the law and order. That's why multiple companies are coming. Cases are happening. If India is a large country, Uttar Pradesh is a large state, cases are happening, but the action is taking then and there.
Okay.
पहले तो आपको FIR करने के लिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाना पड़ता था.
While she's entering the electoral fray, if she wins this, and there is every possibility that she will, and she will enter parliament, she's going to be entering parliament at a time when UP and a state where she has worked, where perhaps Congress has not been so electorally successful, where there's a problem with the alliance there. Omar Abdullah has given a cold shoulder. The kind of demands that Congress had were not accepted. We saw that during the government formation process and even during the poll campaign. In Haryana, the alliance situation there is bad. There were several seats where if the Aam Aadmi Party Congress alliance had happened, the victory margin was far less than the votes that Aam Aadmi Party had polled. In Maharashtra, there are several issues. Will the challenge for Priyanka Gandhi then be keeping the Indie flock together? Can she play a more important role in that, Tessin, and how will she do it?
No, so, I mean, that's hypothetical. What will happen in the future, none of us have seen the future. But yes, her
But allies are leaving. That's not hypothetical.
No, I don't think the allies are leaving.
Or at least cold shouldering.
No, I think that the situation in both Haryana and Maharashtra or Haryana and Uttar Pradesh is very clear. In Haryana, where Akhilesh Yadavji's party wanted to contest, their candidates contested on a Congress symbol. It was a strategy decided. Here, SP and Congress are together. In fact, in Prayagraj is a Congress MP. So it is decided that they will contest on an SP symbol. Just 1 second, please stop interrupting me. In fact, if law and order was so good in Uttar Pradesh, there were supposed to be 10 by-elections. In the Ayodhya by-election, they have not even held it. The election commission has not come on record to say.
Samajwadi Party and BJP both are in court.
Okay, let me make this point. I'll come back to this. Let me make this point.
Please allow me.
Yeah.
Now, the only argument I've heard against Priyanka Gandhi are three. Number one, she's fighting from Wayanad, which is a safe seat. Muslims are in a minority in Wayanad. Are actually in a minority, and our Muslims, not fellow citizens.
But minorities are in a majority. Muslims or Christians, I just showed you, 40 plus 20%.
They meant Muslim appeasement, but if Muslims and Christians are in a majority, if that's the statement as me, are Muslims and Christians not part of India? Are tribals not part of India?
Of course they are.
Are they not part of India? So somebody who's contesting with a Muslim, Christian, Dalit, tribal and Hindu vote. Are the Hindus not voting for Christian? Do they get 40%, 45% vote in Kerala? They don't even get. Their deposit goes away in Kerala. In Wayanad, they're going to lose a deposit. What kind of election analysis is this? Hindus are not going to vote, voting for BJP. Muslims are voting for Congress. What kind of analysis? Now let's come to the second. Yeah, we all vote for Congress or people vote for BJP. Number two. The second thing is why she's fighting from South India. The Gandhi family can fight from anywhere in India, including in East India. If you have the guts, your leadership has the guts, fight from Northeast India, fight from some other state. You all don't want to leave your safe seats. But why is the Gandhi family going to South India? Because they want a North-South representation. Maybe the next candidate will fight from East India. Maybe somebody will fight from West India. In fact, Maharashtra is a good option for the Gandhi family. They are very popular. Why should it bother you? The last thing that is me. Has the RSS ever given a Dalit or OBC chief? Now listen, I'm not talking about BJP. Here's my question. The RSS has never given, and Madhav, I've repeatedly said it, the next chief also from the RSS will not be from the Dalit and OBC community. They are the ones, the head organization will never give a Dalit
Priyanka,
or
but since
OBC
you made this, I want Chandru to respond to that. Chandru, 3 or 4. Yeah, I want Chandru to respond because there are 2-3 UP specific points that he's made. And also he's referring to the RSS and BJP. So I want Chandru to respond to those.
First on Priyanka Gandhi, I think Priyanka Gandhi's electoral entry is a classic case of silver spoon entry. See, for 2 decades, she was doing only Parivar campaigns. Only Raebareli Amethi came back to one of the farmhouse in Himachal or whichever her husband has. And then, what was the reward? 2019, she was made the AICC General Secretary, Eastern UP in charge. What was the result? From 2 Lok Sabha seats, they reduced to 1 Lok Sabha seat. Okay, reward again. Okay, now you are in charge of whole of UP. What is the result? 2 seats out of 404 seats of UP. What is the result? Okay, now you enter electoral politics. But patriarchy is over the family politics. Okay, लड़के को ज़्यादा मिलेगा, छोटी भी सीट मिलेगी, छूटा हुआ खाना मिलेगा, झूठन मिलेगी. Okay, you go to Wayanad, it's a safe seat. Parliament में 3 लोग खेलेंगे. We will keep doing akkad bakkad bombay both these 3 people, and now let's start introducing the sons also. Let's start introducing Robert Vadra.
Let's not perpetuate stereotypes. Quick rebuttal of him, and then I'm coming.
I would just like one line.
Just tell her electoral CV. Electoral CV of Priyanka Gandhi.
If anyone on this panel knows Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, it's me. Anyone who knows her personally, the whole reason she didn't get into electoral politics is she was focused on her family till that point. She's lost her father, she lost her grandmother. She wanted to be a support for her mother who's ailing. Now to come here and mock it, say that, oh, why are you coming now into think you've taken a safe?
Okay.
Now let me come in with one
yeah.
point. First of all, Tehseen Poonawalla should know when he talked about Milkipur seat, which he was talking about. You know, when our candidate, the BJP person, has withdrawn the affidavit and said that the petition, it is Mr. Avdesh Prasad's son's lawyer who has gone and said, send notice to all the candidates, then only it can be withdrawn.
Exactly.
So who's
It's
stalling it,
because of Samajwadi
please?
Party.
First of all, factual point. Secondly, he said we are very big party in Maharashtra. Samajwadi is big in Uttar Pradesh. Somebody is big there. So that's how we work. In Maharashtra, how much they are contesting? They contested 147 in 2019. Today they are down to 85. And तहसीन पुनावाला इतरा रहा है तीसरी लास्ट पॉइंट अरे सुन लीजिए आप क्या बोल रहे हैं तहसीन को बोल रहा है आपको झटका लग रहा है सुन लीजिए अब तीसरा ये है कि प्रियंका जी very sensitive topic for Tehseen. I can understand. Tehseen, please tell me, she was looking after family, good for her. I respect that. She's doing both things. For that, I respect her. But 2019, she took the plunge. Now, she as General Secretary reduced the Congress from 2 seats to 1 seat. Her Vidhan Sabha performance was from 7 seats to 2 seats, 2.5% vote. Now, Tehseen has done more work for Congress from outside than Priyanka has done from inside.
We're referring to her track record. She was made the Congress General Secretary, has been referred to, from Eastern UP in 2019. The outcome, won 1 seat out of 67 seats contested in 2019 Lok Sabha polls. She was made the Congress in charge in September 2020. The outcome of that is that Congress won 2 out of the 403 seats in 2022 UP polls. This is the track record. Congress also has secured a vote share of 2.37% in 2022. Now, this really, of course, speaks about the kind of work that has been done by Priyanka Gandhi. Romesh Sabarwal, many are asking that if she had done work where the party had increased its seat share or vote share, that perhaps could have been seen as a natural progression from there. But in Uttar Pradesh, where Priyanka has been part of the politics, has campaigned at least Amethi Raebareli for about 2 decades now, is this the kind of performance that is being rewarded now?
Rajiji legacy. The party workers wanted to continue. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Let him
That
have
is
his
the problem
say.
with these
You can
people.
rebut him. Let him have his
Because मोदी जी को हराना है ना हमने. तभी तो प्रियंका जी राहुल जी के साथ पार्लियामेंट के अंदर एक्सपोज करेगी ना बीजेपी को. That was the main motive. That's why she is coming to the.
कैसे करेंगे एक्सपोज?
जो सच्चाई बोलेंगे. डरो मत. ये तो डराते हैं और क्या करते हैं. पैरासाइट्स हैं इनके. ईडी, सीबीआई, ईसी, सारे टूल्स हैं. बानी, अडानी, इनके सारे
चुनाव भी इसी का
ये लोग जो है इनके माइंडसेट हैं. गांधी फैमिली को बदनाम करने के सिवाय दे हैव नथिंग, नो एजेंडा. कांग्रेस पार्टी को पीपल ऑफ इंडिया नोज द सेक्रीफाइस ऑफ गांधी फैमिली. पीपल ऑफ इंडिया नोज. आप देखिए प्रियंका जी का सेक्रीफाइस. आई टेल यू, शी वुड हैव contested अमेठी आल्सो, बट नो, वी रिस्पेक्ट किशोरीलाल. We respect the sentiments of the Wayanad which they gave to Rahul ji. That's why Rahul ji has given that seat. The Congress party has given that seat to Priyanka ji. The workers of Kerala wants that. That is our prerogative. अब regarding UP, अरे ये हमारा आपस का मामला, हम दोनों भाई हैं. आपके पेट में दर्द क्यों होता है? अपनी पार्टी को देखिए.
हमें क्यों समझा रहे?
Okay.
आप अपनी पार्टी को संभालिए, हम अपनी पार्टी को संभाल रहे हैं.
अजय राय को बोलो, वो फोन
Mr. Bajpai, I want you to comment on this, on both those aspects. They are saying that which seat we contest from is our matter, and that's perfectly fine. There's no issue in that. But the question is, what is the context? What is the performance of the person in terms of the organization in the past? If you look at that, and if you look at the context of that over here, are there some questions that you think that the Congress should be
बीजेपी की
answering?
2 सीट आती
As
थी.
far as Priyanka Gandhi's contest is concerned, we have no objection. She has every right to fight from anywhere wherever she wants. But the bigger challenge is, if you remember, goes back 88. VP Singh came out of the Congress, and thereafter the Congress vote bank, that is SC, ST, Muslim, minorities, etc., have been taken over by these regional parties. May it be Sharad Pawar, may it be Mamta, may it be Lalu Yadav, may it be Mulayam Singh, etc. Now the bigger question, whether she would be able to play a major role by interacting the alliance partner, number one. And second is how to get back that vote bank. That is the most important part. But seeing the record, past record, I don't think so Priyanka would be able to manage all these things. So I don't think Priyanka as a one party. I think she's a part of the Congress, and it's a bigger challenge before the Congress to reoccupy the vote bank. And as far as the SC/ST is concerned, mind you, in 2019, Supreme Court has diluted SC/ST Act, Atrocity Act. What they did for that? We approached to the Supreme Court. We requested the Prime Minister Modi, and Prime Minister Modi immediately restored it by introducing the bill in the Parliament. 1992. So don't tell me. 2017 I am talking about. So see the conduct, and these visuals are clearly showing what they have in mind, what they demonstrate and what they practice. So ultimately, because of all these reasons, the public is not responding, because in last 10 years they have reached up to 99 only. Haryana they have lost. Only 2, Himachal Pradesh and Karnataka. What else?
Okay, okay, but you know, the track, what is Priyanka Gandhi going to bring to the table naturally? I asked you a question on alliances. That question has been repeated over here. The larger question is, what is she going to bring to the table? What is the role that she is going to play? Because she's been a general secretary of the party for some time. If she's going to help her brother, how is that going to happen?
I think Priyanka Gandhi is going to help the Congress party do well. One, she's a fantastic orator, both in English and Hindi. So I think that'll stay good in Parliament, especially in Lok Sabha with the speeches she makes. Two, she's very articulate. And I think there are also states that the Congress has won because of her leadership, including Himachal, Telangana, where she's played a very crucial role. And she's got a lot of support from the traditional Congress voters, including the women voters. So there is the Congress's strategy. But let me ask one thing. This 2017, when Supreme Court diluted the SC/ST Act, who was representing? The government of India lost, number one. What was the Congress party stand? Everybody's here. The Congress party stand was, we oppose it, we will stand with the government, you amended in Parliament. They voted for it. The Congress party also stood by the government. To say, oh, Supreme Court diluted it, why? You lost the case. Prime Minister Modi's government lost the case. They were representing.
Okay. Tehseen is usually very good with facts. One second, Tehseen, now you have spoken your turn, don't interrupt. One second. This was a private case between two individuals where a Prevention of SC/ST Act had been applied, and the Supreme Court in its wisdom, without asking the government, took a stand on a particular issue. The government then came back and said that, look, we don't want it diluted, we made it more stringent. So please, Tehseen, don't resort to lying. That is not something I expect of you. Secondly, Tehseen Poonawalla says कि हिमाचल में क्या बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस किया जी, तो भाई इस लिहाज से तो many people have given better performance in Telangana, many people have given better performance in Karnataka. They are not rewarded. जितनी आबादी उतना हक बोला था ना, this is the party का slogan. हाँ, पर परिवार को पूरा हक. And last point I want to make. Now see, I want to congratulate one thing to Rahul Gandhi. He's a good brother. You know why? See, he knows sister has to go from Wayanad. Now we need one particular vote bank. तो राम मंदिर प्राण प्रतिष्ठा को नाच गाना बोलना, राम मंदिर में जाना ही नहीं, राम मंदिर लटकाना अटकाना भटकाना. समाजवादी says कि राम मंदिर जो है उसमें भी नहीं जाना है, बेकार राम मंदिर. राम गोपाल यादव said. So this entire preparation was being done by the entire India Alliance so that the pitch could be prepared of this politics कि हिंदू को दो गाली ताकि मिले वोट बैंक की ताली. And they have been doing that for a very long time. हिंदू हिंसक है बोला.
Mr. Barwal, pitch was being prepared.
अभी last week he went to Balmiki Mandir in the morning at 6:30 in the morning.
अंबेडकर जी की तस्वीर नीचे रख दी.
मतलब ये लोगों को, I'll tell you one thing, पेरेंट्स चूज करके मिलते हैं. मैं बार बार बोलता हूँ, पेरेंट्स चूज करके नहीं मिलते, धर्म चूज करके मिलते हैं, नहीं मिलते हैं. वी मस्ट रिस्पेक्ट ऑल रिलीजन. राहुल जी इज अ ट्रू इंडियन, ट्रू हिंदू, एंड इज अ ट्रू सेकुलर. आई एम प्राउड ऑफ हिम. I am proud of his legacy of the Congress party, which has given a training to be also. We are secular. We can die for this country. We can do everything for the poor people for this country. They divide the country. ये divide करते रहेंगे और ये लोग यही गंद फैलाते रहेंगे और हम.
All right, I'm going to come to perhaps the most contentious part of this entire nomination process, and that has been the poll affidavit of Priyanka Gandhi, because the revelations in that poll affidavit have been subject of much debate. This is what Priyanka's affidavit says. It has she has declared assets of 12 crore rupees, and further, apart from this, the movable assets that have been declared are 4.24 crore rupees. The immovable assets also that have been given are 7.74 crore rupees as far as this declaration is concerned. Robert Vadra's assets declared are 65.54%. Moving on to the movable assets in this are 37.9 crores. The immovable assets in this are 27.64 crores. Now the big question over here, I want to bring in Tehseen on this. Tehseen, the question that is being asked is about the tax liabilities, the number of cases that have been mentioned. Is this now, the fact that she is contesting, now that it's out in the public domain, is this now going to be an issue of concern for the Congress party or Priyanka Vadra, given that there are investigations that have been underway in these cases?
Grateful. The BJP has continuously lied about Mr. Robert Vadra and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. What do these cases show? All these tax cases have been put after 2014. All of them, when this government comes. It shows vindictiveness. For 11 years, who's been the Prime Minister, the Home Minister? Now, you may say these are semi-judicial bodies where the appeal is there. But the income tax appellate community or tribunals can speed it up. For 11 years, they've got nothing. Forget Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Let me take Robert Vadra by the horns, the bull by the horns. Ravi Shankar Prasad did a press conference before Prime Minister Modi became Prime Minister saying, I have evidence in my pockets. 11 years, they've not got a shred of evidence against Robert Vadra. But what Robert Vadra has got is a clean chit from 3 constitutional courts. They have not been able to get one evidence against him. At the end of the day, all the BJP does, as the Congress spokesperson rightly said, is defame the Gandhi family. They have nothing. If they had in 11 years, neither their tribunals nor their appellate tribunals, neither their investigating agencies could get a shred of evidence against Mr. Gandhi, against Mr. Vadra. And again, I say, all these cases are put after 2014. Please check your records.
Okay, you've been just harassing them, and it is a fact that for 10 to 11 years, these cases have been there. If there is evidence, why has Mr. Vadra not been arrested or prosecuted till now?
Lalu got convicted after how many years? 34. So if the charge sheets are filed and the court takes its time, and if we speed it up, then तहसीन will come and say, देखिए कितना vindictive है, और अपने पेस से चले तो तहसीन बोले अभी तक कुछ हुआ नहीं. So this is चिट भी मेरी, पट भी मेरी, तहसीन and company. Now let me make 3 very important points. They abuse Adani and Ambani every morning. बिना teeth brush किए Adani Ambani को गाली देते. Madam's affidavit shows she is invested in Adani and Ambani. Second, now पूरा करने दो. Priyanka ji has purchased 45,000 and 2,62,000 shares of AJLYI. Why is it not shown in the affidavit? And thirdly, ये तो सबसे बड़ा scam. She has shown farmhouse valued at 12,000 square feet farmhouse valued at 5.64 crores, which means the square feet rate in Shimla apparently is 4,700 rupees. 4,700 rupees का स्क्वायर फीट है. मुझे वो दे दो, मैं 5,000 रुपए के.
Romesh ji, I want you to answer this. आप अभी Adani
5,000 रुपए दे दो मुझे.
And he is saying the affidavit refers to Adani Ambani. If they are so evil, why is the investment happening in Adani Ambani? Is the question coming from BJP?
Listen, I'm not aware of that, and moreover, अगर वो investment हुई
affidavit नहीं देखी आपने?
मैं कुछ
He is quite close to
मैं कुछ और कह रहा हूँ. Moreover, जो investment हुई भी 14 से पहले की होगी, उससे पहले की होगी इन्वेस्टमेंट. अगर स्टॉक्स के अंदर एनीबडी कैन टेक द स्टॉक्स एंड ऑल दैट, वो अगर लिए भी है तो वापस ले लेंगे.
वापस ले लेंगे?
नहीं, ये भी होकर बेच देंगे. हम बेच देंगे. हम जान छोड़ाएंगे ऐसे लोगों से जो देश को बेच रहे हैं.
पार्टी में किसने बताया? आप अपने दिमाग से कह रहे हैं?
मैं कह रहा हूँ विल रिक्वेस्ट द पार्टी. हम करेंगे ना, तो इसमें क्या बात है? अगर कोई गलत आदमी है और जिसके बारे में वी आर सेइंग दैट ही इज अ रॉन्ग मैन, अगर उसकी कोई पहले से हमने कोई स्टॉक खरीदे हुए हैं तो वी कैन गो टू द मार्केट, वी कैन बेच देंगे. एक मिनट, बेच देंगे. अच्छा, जहां तक ये प्रॉपर्टीज की बात थी, आई हैव एन एग्जांपल. यू नो, माय बोथ पेरेंट्स आर गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट. माय फादर वाज हैविंग अ 2-wheeler scooter. He sold it in 1970. Okay. I cried. पापा स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा? कभी कभी जब आप आते हो एनुअल फंक्शन के लिए, I'll go DTC bus. You know, he bought a पंजाबी बाग में प्लॉट खरीदा उन्होंने 5,000 रुपए का. टुडे उसकी कॉस्ट 20 करोड़ है, तो मैं क्या करूंगा?
अच्छा, इससे इन्फ्लेशन.
अरे आप रुक जाओ यार प्लीज. 5,000 रुपए का 70 में खरीदा था. सर, ये इनहेरिट प्रॉपर्टीज है, लेगेसी की प्रॉपर्टीज होती है.
हिमाचल में लेगेसी की कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी है भाई? व्हाट लाइज?
अरे भाई, आप तो बाई गॉड आदमी कमाता है तो खरीदेगा नहीं कुछ. मेरे फादर ने कुछ कमाया, उन्होंने कुछ खरीदा. मेरे फादर साथ में जाइए, फिर मैंने कमाया, मैंने कुछ खरीदा. अरे यार, भगवान से डरो. तुम्हारे नेता की फैमिली नहीं है, उसे पता ही कुछ नहीं.
Okay, personal attacks. Shantanu Gupta, this is all property that has been acquired earned through legal means is the charge of his, and he says अगर stocks है तो बेच देंगे. That's his.
That's
quite not said it officially.
That's quite a revelation. Quite a revelation कि अदानी के स्टॉक जब मार्केट डाउन होता है कांग्रेस के टाइम में तब शेयर खरीदो, मोदी के टाइम में जब मार्केट अप होता है तो बेच दो. दैट्स अ गुड कांग्रेस स्ट्रेटजी. तहसीन के लिए फैक्ट चेक. 78 करोड़ के टैक्स डिस्प्यूट है. हाउ मच? 78 करोड़ टैक्स डिस्प्यूट. 7 crore 2010-11, 3 crores 2011-12, 3 crores again 2012-13, all in Congress rule. 11 crore again 13-14, then 10 crore, and every year she had 3 to 10 crore tax dispute. They all calculated together in 78 crores. So 4 tax disputes are in 2010 to 2014.
Correct.
Tahseen, thank you.
No.
For wrong facts
right
again.
No, I'm not.
Today
right.
Tahseen is in a spree of wrong facts.
Shantanu is right on those dates.
Okay.
Except all of those were retrospectively sent post 2014. You may please check them. All of them were sent. And That is exactly why I'm saying it's vindictive. In 2015, you're sending a 2010 tax dispute. Look at what the government is doing. And if you've sent it, if you had the papers and you found there's a dispute in 2010, 2015, till 2024, you've not been able to resolve it. Not even appellate tribunals.
Okay, I want Mr. Bajpai.
Thanks for proving my point.
Mr. Bajpai, I want you to come in. I want Mr. Bajpai to come in because you also wear a legal hat. What is the legal status of this and how much of this is now going to become a legal problem? Because now, if the cases gather speed after 11 years, obviously there will be charge coming from them that this is all happening vindictively.
So Lalu's example is very much there. Now the court takes time. The cases are pending. It is an admitted fact. But the point is, I know since Nagarwala Kant, you must be aware, in the Congress regime, then thereafter Colis came, then 2G, then so many. So Congress is known for the corruption, and they have been rooted out because of the corruption, mind it. So ultimately, if there are differences in the affidavit form, this IT return shows 75 crore, you said 78 crore, and they are showing 64 crore, they are showing 16 crores. What is this? So the truth will come out. Now, when we will scrutinize everything, we will come out with that also. There are so many persons who are working on
I want to bring in Mr. Vora.
On the cases, one line. Robert Vadra has got a clean sheet on the cases in 3 constitutional courts. Three constitutional courts, including the Delhi High Court.
Now I have to intervene. Now that he said this, I have to intervene.
Several cases.
Very quickly, I have to bring in Mr. Vora.
They have challenged income tax assessment orders right up to Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has said, please, don't lie. You said that, Tehsin, you want to interrupt me? Then I'll also interrupt. Secondly, some fool went and filed a PIL on their behalf, and that PIL got dismissed at the very beginning. He's saying that's a clean sheet from Constitutional Court.
CBI under them said that they have no evidence.
Don't interrupt me when I'm making my point. I am just saying that which case and which court has given the complete clean sheet. Tell them. Bikaner, the trial, the matter is on. Bikaner land case, the matter is on. DLF land case, the matter is on. Please don't lie. Tehsin income tax matters are on. National health matters are on.
The Haryana land cases, the one that they said.
There are multiple cases there.
The one that they alleged 2 acre land was given to acre. Not just it went to the Allahabad High Court, the Supreme Court, and
Allahabad High Court. How is Allahabad High Court?
All right. Now please calm down. Mr. Vora, the final analysis. There's controversy surrounding the poll affidavit, there's controversy surrounding all sorts of positioning. But what really, in your view, is going to be the impact of Priyanka Gandhi's entry into politics? Is this now all of these cases that are once again going to come into the public domain? What is the impact of that? Because obviously the BJP will want to try and project, that there is corruption, etc., that's happened during previous Congress regimes. Or do you think that all of this is not going to cut any, impact on the voters, and that this is something that is going to benefit the Congress party? In your final analysis, how are things going to play out?
Well, Priyanka Gandhi is going to face a lot of criticism from the opposition for various kinds of cases which have been instituted against her husband, and there are allegations against her also. But the thing is that these can be of political nature. There are so many MPs in this parliament and even in parliaments before this who have cases which were pending. In none of the cases has she or her husband or anybody else been convicted. So till the time, whether it takes 10 years, 20 years is not her outlook or our outlook. Unless and until she is convicted, we cannot hold it against her. Number 2, most of the graphics which were shown here pertain to 2019 and earlier. Her performance in the 2024 election was very good, and she has a charismatic personality. There's no doubt she has contributed a great deal.
When you say her performance is good, what are you referring to? Where she campaigned?
When she campaigned, she had all the right answers for all the questions which were being put forward by BJP leaders.
Okay.
And she had very good style of answering them.
Okay.
Now the thing is that for the Congress party, the cause for worry is when she comes here, in Parliament, she will be adding to the firepower which is against the government. But the cause for worry for the Congress party remains that it has a very weak organization network all over the country. And unless and until the organization network gets strengthened, Congress party will find it very difficult to move forward.
Will she steal the spotlight from Rahul? Is that also a cause of worry?
It is not a question. The thing is that the brother and sister, contrary to what gets projected in the media, are one when it comes to certain decisions.
All right. We'll have to leave it there. Completely out of time. I'd like to thank all our panelists for joining us. Akhilesh Katiyar, Rumesh Sabarwal, Tehsin Poonawala, A.K. Bajpai, Pankaj Vora, Shantanu Gupta, Shehzad Poonawala. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us on this edition of the National Debate.